The human brain. The brain is an essential part of the human body. It has multiple functions and every inch of it is put to use, allowing the body to work more efficiently. Some parts of the brain control the actions our body realizes, while other parts store information that might be important to us. When you put all these parts together, it becomes an amazing machine, the human brain. The brain is the most complex organ in the human body, and it depends on many parts, but the biggest part is the cerebrum. This is a picture of the cerebrum. The cerebrum consists of 4 lobes. The 4 lobes are the frontal lobe, the temporal lobe, the parietal lobe, and the occipital lobe. Each of these lobes has a special function. For example, the frontal lobe's main function is to control our thoughts, speech, and emotion. It also determines who we are, or our personalities. While the frontal lobe determines our personality, our temporal lobe is more focused on the recognition of sound. Then comes the parietal lobe. The parietal lobe works with our senses and processing its information. The occipital lobe also processes information. In fact, it processes visual information that it gets from nerve signals sent from our eyes. The cerebellum is also an important part of the brain because it helps control the balance and movement of our body. After the cerebellum, we have the pituitary gland, which controls when chemicals called hormones go into our body. These chemicals control our body growth and its development. There's also the hypothalamus. This is a part of the brain that helps control when we get sleepy or hungry. It also helps keep our body temperature normal. Right on top of our hypothalamus is the thalamus. The thalamus is the first place where messages that signal pressure, temperature, and pain are first received. The thalamus relays sensory signals from your body to your cerebrum, where they are decoded and analyzed. These sensory signals come from sensory neurons. And lastly, there's the brainstem. The brainstem is connected to our spinal cord. It is what lets our brain stay in contact with the rest of the body. It helps with our breathing and with our heartbeat. With so much work going on in the brain, it needs a lot of oxygen supply. The oxygen supply is delivered in the blood via the body's circulatory system of arteries, veins, and capillaries. Around 1/5 of the body's entire quota of oxygenated blood is reserved for the brain. With such a well-functioning machine in our head, it has to be protected. That is why we have the skull, to protect our brain in case of a fall or a hazard. The skull isn't the only thing that protects the brain. Next to the skull there are meninges, which are just simply layers that cushion our brain in case of a fall. We also have subarachnoid space. This place is full of shock-absorbing liquid. We have gone over the parts of the brain and learned how amazing they all are. We have also learned that we are very fortunate for having a skull to protect our brain. Though the true story is that our brain is an important part of the body and is certainly the most complex, it's also very hard to understand. Just think, if we didn't take care of our brain and if we didn't train it, what would be the point of having it? The bottom line is, take care of your brain and don't risk getting it injured. And train it so you can put it to its best use. Then I can assure you, you will love the fact that you have it.